This is Nigerian Television Authority, our parliamentary channel, and the program is Feedback, your weekly civic engagement platform where your voices meet the action of your lawmakers. On today's episode, we shall be featuring the inaugural Alcohol Committee on Illegal Mining. Don't move a muscle, do not change the dial. We shall be back shortly, and my name is Joy.
Degi from China. Watch the program Feedback on NTA Parliament.
Thank you for allowing us into your precious space as we turn the spotlight on illegal mining, a national crisis with far-reaching consequences for our environmental economy and rural communities. We have a feature on it. Take a look.
Beneath the dusty earth, hidden in the veins of mountains and hills, lies a treasure trove of wealth that many nations walk over every day unnoticed. From shimmering gold to essential lithium, from iron ore to gemstones, solid minerals fuel economies, power technologies, and build nations. But in many parts of the world, their full potentials remain locked on the ground. In remote towns and forested outposts, small-scale miners chase fortunes, often without licenses, safety, or support.
Tenants of this mining sector is as wide range as the activities of mining itself. And there are some things that do not really have bearing on the issue of mining. But let's take, for example, power. Power is critical for miners. So there has to be reforms going on in the power supply sector.
It's a race between poverty and opportunity, with the earth as both ally and adversary.
Infrastructure. Road infrastructure is very important and critical because you shift these minerals from as far away, Sokoto, Zamfara, down to Lagos, where they can be shifted, to other countries. From Plateau State, from Nasarawa State, road infrastructure, if it is not good, it has an impact and an effect. So you now are talking about infrastructure reforms that need to take place. So those two key aspects are very, very important. And of course, financing. Financing is also, engaged in matters of bank and all of that. So there needs to be reforms in the banking sector that will now be able to aid in the aspects of mining.
Globally, the demand is soaring. Lithium for electric cars, tin for electronics, cobalt for batteries.
For example, we do have this understanding that when miners are not having access to resources or to funds to buy equipment and to pay for labor and the rest of such, there will be no improvement or sustainability in the area of mining. So these three areas are just an example, and then you now have other things that can be added.
Without proper oversight, the cost is steep. Deforestation, pollution, displacement. The scars of unregulated mining runs deep.
Around the local operators. You see, one thing about any business that you are doing within a country, if somebody from outside is coming, he wants to meet with somebody who is already in the same trade that they are operating with. If a miner comes, a mining company wants to come to invest $10 million in Nigeria, they would not want to go to a tomato market to go and strike an agreement or arrangement with them. They would not go to the cocoa farmer. They would want to go to somebody who is mining, and specifically the kind of mining activity whatever company outside of Nigeria is engaged in. So when they come and they find local players, they speak the same language. They are able to now liaise with the person who knows the rudiments within the country. They know where things are deposited or minerals are deposited. They know how to go about engaging with the local communities and so on and so forth. So if you do not strengthen the local operators,
From Plateau State to Nasarawa, Zamfara, Ogun, Niger, and Ebonyi, illegal mining has become a booming underground industry driven by poverty, enabled by weak regulation, and fueled by powerful interests. The rush for gold and precious mineral is leaving scars not just on the land, but on the lives of the ordinary Nigerian. A break beckons, and we shall be back. We asked Nigerians from all walks of life about their thoughts on illegal mining. Let's hear what they have to say.
Reform that are needed in a sustainable mining in Nigeria of today is that let the government be able to take over appropriately or properly the local people that are doing this mining. They are only exploiting it for their own selfish benefit, not for the benefit of the national value. You understand? But if the government can take over, give them orientation. This thing that you are doing, and you are doing it locally, it does not benefit the country at large. Let the government take it over, and then let the government make sure that the local people from where these resources are coming from, let them also be beneficiaries. If you make them to understand that they are going to benefit from it, they will allow the government to come in. But by the time the government hijack it from them and they are not benefiting, they will come back again.
All that reform could be done because I had my representative, Adam Stromole, spoke extensively on that mining. Generals in Nigeria are doing the mining. Instead of them to allow the government to do it, it is the generals, and they are enriching their pockets. When it comes to the oil in the Niger Delta, government will put eyes on it, and they will set up JTF to monitor the people and deal decisively with our militants in the creek who are doing the bunkering. They call it illegal bunkering. But when it comes to mining, they do as if they are not seeing those illegal mining that are going on in Zamfara and the Sambisa forest. So for that mining, government should make sure that those generals, or those, let me call them illegal generals that are doing those illegal mining, they should stop it, and that money should come to the government so that government will use the money for the development of our nation.
Reform in mining. The act ought to be revisited, especially leaving money in the hand of individual people. Let government take full charge of mining, the way they take full charge of crude oil. It will help our economy. Example like gold. Many countries use gold to boost their foreign reserve. Today, these golds are in the hand of individual people, causing a lot of threats. Illegal mining people are dying. Many places that they're not supposed to be, they are doing mining there. Some have not even licensed. So we have to revisit that act. Let the license be withdrawn from those that are not qualified. Let government take full control of mining, and it will help us to a greater height.
I will first say, generally, Nigeria needs reform in resource control, devolution of resources to states. Let states be managing their resources. There is no how federal government doesn't have the spread to know everything that is in every state. But state governments and local governments are the one to know what is in their domain. For example, federal government don't own land except FCT. So that's the first thing. Let states be managing their resources, be treat their resources. That's number one. That's one first reform. Secondly, there should be an agreement between the state and the federal and the locals on sharing formulas. So this will even reduce the insecurity issue we have in the country. You are taking the oil from the south, feeding the north. You are taking the gold from the north, feeding the south. when the youth in the area doesn't have a job, they will be angry. That's why we're having banditries and all that. So if the state, if there is reform that states are managing their resources now, then insecurity will reduce drastically. So I wish National Assembly can enact a law or amend the constitution, let state government and local government be taking care of be trading their natural resources on their territory. Then economy boost, insecurity will reduce.
The issue we are having is the issue of mining in Nigeria. There's no state that doesn't have a mining, doesn't have a mineral resources. So each minerals is actually demonstrated in one or two states. But I think our law needs to be reformed to enable this drive well. When you leave some of the minerals in the hands of individual, there's no way you get a better result. Okay, for instance, crude oil is also part of mineral resources, but government have bring their attention to that, and that is contribute enough to the GDP of the country. In fact, it's contribute, if it's not 30%, to our revenue. So in order the government can also reform and make sure that every state that has mineral resources should develop it and pay tax to the federal, I think, to help Nigeria. So I think the law needs to be actually reformed. They need to go through the National Assembly to know where things are getting wrong. And I believe also, through federalism also, will help it to understand. Because when you introduce true federalism, each state will generate their whatever they have, mineral resources they have. They will generate it themselves, they will use it, then pay tax to the federal government. So that will help a lot of states not to be idle, not feed the bottom system of government that will just come to the federal. You are not contributing, but you want to come and collect from the central. So I believe if the National Assembly can look at those acts where they are having some lacunas to be put in place, I think our mineral resources will go a long way.
Their voices and thoughts are clear. Indigo mining is a critical issue that requires immediate attention, but what can be done to address it as we explore the complexities and potential solutions? Chairman Ad Hoc Committee on Illegal Mining, Honorable Sani Abdul Rahim, member representing Ajakuta Federal Constituency in the Green Chamber, has this to say.
We are here today. We will leave no stone unturned in our effort to tackle this issue head-on. This committee stands firmly on the constitutional mandate entrusted to us by the people we serve as their representative. We are committed to fulfill our oversight responsibility as enshrined in the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, to expose corruption in any form, curb malpractices, and ensure that our resources are used for the benefit of all Nigerians. It is through such diligent oversight that we will rid our nation of the cancer of illegal mining, safeguard the environment, and protect the well-being of our citizens. Through the power granted to us, we will investigate, gather evidences, and propose actionable solutions that will restore sanity and accountability to the Nigerian mining sector. As chairman, I bring to this committee a passion for resources use optimization. In my constituency, for instance, Ajakuta Steel Company stands as a glaring testament to the failure of our nation to fully harness the potentials of our mineral resources. For years, the vital industry's assets has been underutilized, leaving us to watch while other nations capitalize on the same resources for many years. The Ajakuta Steel Company has stood as a symbol of unrealized potentials. However, I am proud to say that it is now on track to fulfill its true promise. The current administration has shown unprecedented political will to rejuvenate this critical national asset. This is reflected in the appointment of an indigenous professionals to lead its revival, a move that gives us hope for the future of Nigerian steel industry. With Ajakuta poised for success, we are looking at not just an economic change changer, but a cornerstone for our industrialization, job creation, and long-term economic growth. As we embark on this journey, I assure Nigerians that this committee approach will be thorough, focused, and collaborative to ensure that our recommendations are pragmatic and achievable. We work closely with all stakeholders, government ministries, agencies, private sectors, and affected communities. I once again thank the Honorable Speaker for the trust placed in me and the members of this ad hoc committee. We are ready to begin this important task, and I'm confident that together we will succeed. Nigerians can look forward to a future where our resources are utilized for the greater good of the people, where illegal mining no longer poses a threat to our nation. We will stand as a strong, unyielding voice for the sanctity of Nigerian resources, working tirelessly to ensure a brighter, more secure future for our nation. Thank you, and let us begin to work for the country now.
With a mandate to investigate the root cause, actions and actors, and consequences of the illegal mining across the country, the committee inaugural meeting has set the tone for what is expected to be far-reaching probe. Members of the committee unanimously sought to resolve and to dig deep into the complex network of illicit operations, often backed by powerful interests.
Honorable Chairman, sir, members of the committee, Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, in collaboration with the Ministry of Solid Mineral, thought it wise to set up the Mining Marshal, a security task force that combats illegal mining specifically. They don't carry out any other assignment outside fighting illegal mining. And I'm happy from your speech, sir. It is clear that the agenda and the direction of this committee is to ensure we block revenue leakages, ensure transparency, and promote accountability. That is the core thrust of Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps in the area of setting up the mining marshals to combat illegal mining to its barest minimum nationwide. In doing so, an effective collaboration took place between the Ministry of Interior and Ministry of Solid Mineral. Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, being under the Ministry of Interior, bettered the operation called Mining Marshals in March 2024. So between then and today, it is in public domain that illegal miners are no longer having their field day, as it were. Illegal miners are running to regulatory agencies and bodies to regularize their activities. I am happy today that some members of the Mining Cadastral Office are also here. They will confirm that we are having traffic of compliance today because the Mining Marshal took it very seriously, based on the instruction of the Minister of Solid Mineral, the Commander General of Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, and that of Interior. Sir, I want to say very quickly that over 500 illegal miners have been arrested in the course of this operation. And this particular number that we're talking about, over 270 are currently facing trial as we speak today. Just 3 weeks ago, we secured convictions, and all these are efforts geared towards ensuring that we demarcate illegal mining activity in Nigeria. Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, as an agency, is assuring this honorable committee of our maximum cooperation, maximum support, where necessary, to ensure that this all-important task is achieved. Permit me to, at this point, state clearly that much as we have benefits as a nation in carrying out this operation of fight against illegal mining, it is not without challenges. The Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, specifically members of the Mining Marshal operation, thought it wise to carry out this assignment within the understanding of patriotism. And the limitations we have today are what we refer to as challenges, which will take us to the idea of strengthening the legal frameworks that will ensure that we have effectiveness in the prosecution of this particular operation. We've done a lot within this period, less than 2 years, and I want to assure you that while this committee prepared towards getting an outcome that will help Nigeria as a nation in fighting illegal mining, our doors are open. We'll continue to consult with you, and we are ready to be consulted at any point in time, because all we are here for is to ensure that we serve Nigeria to the best interest of all Nigerians and to the best of our ability. On this note, I round up by saying the Commander General is ready to partner with you, and the Minister of Interior is also ready to partner with you, as well as the Minister of Solid Mineral, that is collaborating to ensure that this mining marshal operation is taken to a level that will answer maximally to the general interest of all Nigerians. Thank you so much.
My name is Engineer Satomi Ahmed. I represent Nigeria starting from Jere Federal Constituency of Borno State. I urge you to watch the program Feedback on NTA Parliament.
As we come to the end of today's special episode that focuses on pressing national concerns that continue to threaten our environment and economy, our livelihood of local communities, and as we continue to explore the issues shaping in our nations, don't forget to share your thoughts and opinions on our social media hashtag on NTA Parliament. See you next week. I remain your Anchor Joy.